Today is the story of West Whigham storage and how we came about it, because this storage facility literally changed our life. Like, it changed the direction of our life significantly. We can look back on the day that we purchased it, the day we worked on it, the day we opened for business, and I promise you, like, that was the day I knew our life had changed direction. So when we bought this facility, we found it on like a realtor website, I think. It was like a realtor.com. They had listed this facility not as a self-storage facility, but as a potential flea market, because our neighbors who previously used to own it, they were really big into flea markets. So they created their own flea market. So every single unit at our property, when we purchased it, the interior walls were gone. They were like treated as like almost as a storefront. So when we purchased it, we found it on the realtor website. We come down here, all the doors worked, but all the like interior walls were still there. We just had to put it back together. Facility was completely empty. There was no tenants, there was no software, there was no Google My Business, no phone number, no website, nothing. So we had to pretty much start from we had to start at the very beginning, which was, in my eyes, now looking back, was probably the greatest thing. And it's the greatest thing because I had to learn every single step. I had to learn how to like open a business, how to get insurance and a business license, and how to market, and how to order signs and find software, and how to upload a Google My Business, and how to create content, and how to become a salesman to like get these things rented. And took about 6 to 9 months to rent the entire property, but it did not take a lot of work. I spent every weekend at the facility, 12, 16-hour days, getting the facility cleaned, getting the buildings washed, getting the units rebuilt, and then spent another 10, 12 hours just figuring out the software and how to create a map and how to take online payments and all those things. But it was our first step. And now as we purchase other newer facilities, we've just got it kind of, we got a system, and we're able to, to do things rather quickly. It doesn't, it's not our first time. So it makes it really, really easy. So to give you an idea, this property was almost 6,000 square feet. And slowly over the years, we've added containers, we've added like these other container units that are smaller units. And it's just continued to grow, and it's been, again, it's been a blessing. And this particular property, Chase we were driving down the road yesterday, and he was like, let's follow the rainbow because there's gold. And I'm like, it's probably at West Whigham Storage, because this was a gold mine. This was something that literally just, it's scary to say, but it like prints money every month. People come here, we provide a service for them to safely secure their property in a garage, essentially, and people pay us every month, and it's an incredible business. It's something that we've been super proud of, and we love the area, we love our neighbors, we just love this business. So this is our little gold mine, and that's kind of how we came about purchasing this property. But there does come some work. So right now we got to cut off a lock and go auction someone's stuff off, because the guy hasn't paid us in several months. So that's what we're going to do next. Looking forward to it. Let's get the grinder out. So this is the question I get all the time. Do we find or auction off stuff in units? Like, is there any like valuable bars of gold or gun safes or mystery boxes? Well, this is your opportunity. We're literally going to cut one off. Well, we're going to see what's inside it, see if it's just trash, or we got to take photographs and do the whole auction process. I don't know. This is the big mystery. Everyone wants to know what's behind the big green door. We're going to find out. So surprisingly, this is kind of a good unit. Surprisingly, this is a bunch of good stuff. We got office chairs, I guess. I don't know. We got a big fireplace, electric fireplace. Looks like a stove, a door. A table. Someone mounting some shit on our wall, which pisses me off, but workout bench. Yeah, gas stove. So we're gonna have to auction this one off. So it's no bags of jewelry or gold bars, but probably a couple $100 worth of stuff. So what we'll do now is we're gonna take some photographs of the unit, of the contents, and then we'll secure it with our disc lock. And I'm gonna have to go get a security tab, or not a security tab, like a disc lock. So when we do auction it, the people who come get it or bid on it can just undo the lock and take the stuff with them, or they can store it at our place. Yeah, so this is our Whigham property, first one. We added these containers. They're like multi-trip, like Chinese containers. They've worked out pretty well. Like, people down here, they don't care. But I gotta paint them. I gotta paint them this spring. I gotta paint a couple of our buildings. Not these buildings, but I do need to paint these ugly containers. I call them our ugly units, and I literally rent them as, I'm like, hey, they're ugly, they're beat up, they're rough. But people still rent them. They need especially if they can like store like garage stuff. It's great. But these, like, you could store like nice stuff in it, because of that. Like, these buildings here in South Georgia are all insulated, which is great. So the roof is insulated, keeps some of that moisture and that humidity out. So that's the story of how we got into self-storage, which is remarkable. We've really enjoyed being down here. We've really enjoyed learning this business and adding on. We got to use some really good vendors, some businesses in the local area. We've learned a lot of lessons about like Janus buildings and Janus doors, and how much we love these doors and these buildings because Janus doors break all the time. But it's just been a really good experience, and it's been pretty incredible what we've been able to do in a very short time. So I really look forward to what's next. What's next in our chasing that cash flowing assets, if it's investing in other businesses, or if it's buying more self-storage, or an RV park, or a mobile home park. I don't know, car wash. I don't know. But what I do know is this very moment, we're very blessed. We're very blessed, and we thank God every day that we were able to invest in this place, because it's changed our lives in so many ways. Now, if you want to be able to purchase a self-storage facility that might change your life, I would recommend two things. Watch all of our videos, because I give away all of the information for free. And if you don't have, I don't know, a couple hundred hours to watch all of our content, and you want to kind of like take a shortcut and take what I learned, you can do that. All you got to do is go to the link below. There's like a Calendarly link where you can actually like schedule a time with me, and I will spend a couple hours with you teaching you how to invest in self-storage, how to manage it remotely, how to purchase it, how to do the due diligence, how to add on, how to repair doors, how to replace doors, how to market and you actually get customers for your storage facility. And it's something that I don't have a lot of time to to take a bunch of phone calls, and that's why we've added, there's a price. It costs money to actually schedule some time with me. And the reason behind that is because I was doing these phone calls, and my wife's like, listen, like it cost you thousands of dollars to learn this information, hundreds of thousands of dollars to learn this information, because we've put our money where our mouth is, and I'm asking you to do the same. If you're serious about this and you really want to learn this, or you've got an individual, case scenario where you need some advice, some suggestions, maybe some guidance, maybe a co-investor, I don't know. We would love to co-invest in some of these other storage facilities. I know that you're serious once you've scheduled that call and you paid the fee. It's not very much. It costs less than a fancy dinner. It costs less than a family going out to McDonald's, I'm assuming. I haven't been to McDonald's in a long time, but make an investment in your future. So that's what I'm offering you. But I'm also offering you this. In the coming weeks, coming days, coming years, I'm probably at some point in time going to give you all the information for free. But if you want it today, you want it tomorrow or next week without having to watch me talk, hit the link below. So until tomorrow, it's another travel day. We're leaving the RV here. We're taking the truck up north to be able to get on an airplane to go back down south to get on a boat, which we're super excited about. But in the meantime, have a great night, have a great day. And if you've enjoyed this content and maybe you want a topic covered, leave it below in the comment section. But before you do that, make sure you subscribe. Until then, we'll see you next time. Or we'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.